Are you a student or a young person and your parents not really behind you going to college for maybe a good reason or maybe not a good reason, and you really want to go? I want to give you some words of encouragement today. So keep it locked right here on Just Ask AO. Wow, this is a tough situation. I was just talking to my producer Lindsay, and she's like, "Wow, that's interesting." And it's very interesting to hear that your parents, or even some parents out in the world, do not support their kids going to college. And I really can't speak to the why, because I do not know the why. So I do not want to knock the parents' reason, because they may have a valid reason. For an example, if you didn't do good in high school, you barely passed high school, you're talking about going to college, I don't think that's a bright idea. But if you did do good and they just don't want to pay for it, then yeah, we need to talk about that, because I do believe, again, if your career path requires education, then you have to go to college. So let's talk about this. I'm very well known for this. Sometimes I say this often, but I got to. Listen, you can still go to college debt-free, even if you do not have the money. It's going to require hard work and dedication. You see, if you wake up determined, you will go to sleep satisfied. What do I mean by that? If you really want to go to college, every single day you need to wake up, you need to be applying for scholarships as much as you can. You need to go out to your local community and ask all these small businesses who are in your local community, hey, do you all offer any scholarship programs? And I promise you this much, there are a lot of small businesses who are offering scholarships, but they're waiting for the right kid to come in and do the process, what it takes to get that scholarship. So here's the thing, you can go to college still. So how do you do this? So let's just talk about this for a minute. Maybe going to a four-year university is not going to be the starting stage. Okay, maybe going off to a community college that's going to cost you about $3,000 to $6,000 for the year is perfect, because if you have a part-time job, if you have grants and scholarships, you should easily be able to pay for that. But you have to be determined every single day to raise enough money so that way when you finish your 2 years, you can transfer to your four-year university and do your last 2 years there. But let's pause for a minute. I really want you to dive in and ask your parents, Mom, Dad, why do you not believe I should go to college? Because I believe that every parent, for the most part, loves their child and cares about their future. And sometimes our parents can say something that we disagree with. But one thing I've learned as a 34-year-old young man is, hey, my parents are wiser than me, and they can see something in me that I possibly cannot see. So if your parents are saying do not go to college, maybe you should ask them, okay, why not? And what do you suggest that I do? Maybe they're saying, maybe you should go into the military. Maybe you should start off small. Maybe you should just go to trade school. Or maybe son or daughter, you should go into the workforce, and ask them what's their why behind it. If it's a valid why, listen to your parents. If it's just because we don't have the money and we don't want to pay for it, grants and scholarships. And I'm going to put my top 3 resources below, so that way you can click on those and really start that process. But again, I'm praying for you, and I'm praying for all of you all who parents and loved ones are maybe not behind them. But 2 things before I go. 1, find out why and listen to them. And if it's for a good reason, go that route. If it's just because of a financial reason, grants and scholarships and working. It's your boy Anthony O'Neill. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you all. This is great stuff. Ask me any questions. If you have anything, comment below, and I'm gonna see you on the next video.